You might remember the name Katrina Pierson. She's the national spokesperson for Donald Trump's presidential campaign. Yesterday, she defended her call for a, quote, pure breed president by arguing that she is also a, quote, half breed like President Barack Obama. This is the national spokesperson for the leading Republican presidential candidate. I'll remind you, she is also the same person who defended Donald Trump's Muslim ban idea by saying, so what, they're Muslim. She is also the same person who appeared on CNN wearing a bullet necklace. So here's the backstory. In 2012, Pierson complained that both then GOP nominee Mitt Romney and Barack Obama were not, quote, pure breeds because their fathers were not born in the United States. And she also then said on Twitter that President Obama was refusing to help the black community even though he was head Negro in charge. One of the tweets that she sent out, we'll put it up here for you to take a look at, says, perfect. Obama's dad, born in Africa. Mitt Romney's dad, born in Mexico. Any pure breeds left? So yesterday, she appeared on CNN with Brian Stelter, and Brian Stelter asked her whether she wants to retract the pure breed comment, and she said no, she absolutely stands by it. Take a look at this.
Election.
And your comment from 2012 has gotten a lot of attention this weekend. You tweeted about Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. You tweeted about how Obama's father was from Africa. You said, are there any pure breeds left? Do you regret that? Would you like to retract that?
No, not at all. Look, these tweets, I'm an activist. And I am a half-breed. I'm always getting called a half-breed. And on Twitter, when you're fighting with liberals and even establishment, you go back at them in the same silliness they're giving you. So I myself am a half-breed.
You're telling me that was just silliness?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, I'll take your word about that.
This is the thing, Brian. This is the thing. We have entered silly season. Donald Trump is up in the polls again. There's desperate campaigns out there. They can't take.
It is silly season. Donald Trump is up in the polls. I like how she said she's constantly being called a half-breed. Where is she going and who is she hanging out with that she's constantly being called a half-breed? Like, how does that regularly come up in conversation if you're Katrina Pierson, where you're just completely used to the fact that everywhere you go, people just talk about how you're a half-breed and it's fine?
I don't know. I mean, the internet would be a pretty good place for that. and you know what? It's an interesting position she's in, being a, quote, half-breed, as the national spokesperson for Donald Trump's campaign that seems to have a base that is against anyone who might be even 1/5 of anything other than white.
Is this a sort of indirect attack, though, on Ted Cruz in some way? And that's the impetus for keeping this going, right? Half-breeds, Ted Cruz's mom from Canada, not from Canada, but Ted Cruz being born in Canada to a mother who, it sounds like at least at some point, may have had Canadian citizenship. His dad, Cuban, et cetera, et cetera. You think this is a way to keep the attack against Cruz going?
It could be, but doesn't Donald Trump have some of this going on too? I mean, wasn't one of Donald Trump's parents
his mom from Scotland or something like that, right?
So there's something like that.
Yeah, it's just all very bizarre. The big question I come away with is, give me the list of who and where is regularly calling Katrina Pierson a half-breed in her personal life. That's really the big story for me from that thing.